Hi, my name is Mandy Setzer. I'm 17 years old and I'm from Virginia, and this is my story about having epilepsy. On Father's Day of 2007, my dad woke me up and asked me if I was feeling okay, and I noticed my hands and feet were sore and I had a headache. So I asked him what he was talking about, and he told me that I had a seizure. I asked him what was a seizure, and he told me that it's where your brain waves act up and it causes your body to malfunction. So he took me down to my mom's, and my mom took me to the hospital. And the hospital there said it might have just been a reaction to something and that they didn't know. So we just ignored it and we came back home. And the next day, I had 6 seizures in a row. So my mom called an ambulance, and the ambulance came down to my house and they picked me up where I had more seizures in the ambulance. Then I got flown to Roanoke Memorial Hospital in Roanoke, Virginia, obviously. And that day I got diagnosed with juvenile myoclonic epilepsy. It's about the second stage of epilepsy that you can get. So I got diagnosed with that. And then they put me on medicine and I stayed in the hospital for months. I had about 100 seizures in the matter of a month. And once I finally got out, I stopped having them. I came home and then I got a cold. So I went to the doctor and she told me to take Dayquil and NyQuil. I took Dayquil and maybe 5 minutes later I had an outburst of seizures. I had 13 seizures in a row continuously, stopping maybe every 5 seconds. So the hospital ambulance came and picked me up. Then I got flown back to Roanoke Memorial Hospital where they did more tests on my brain. And I kept having them, so I had about maybe 200 seizures altogether around then. And when school started back, they released me to go to school. So whenever I went to school, everyone was basically scared of me because they thought epilepsy was contagious. I lost friends. People didn't know how to act. Whenever I realized that epilepsy is nothing to stop you, nothing has changed since I've gotten epilepsy. I'm still the same old person that I was in 2006 whenever I didn't have it. Yes, I have a medical disorder, and yes, I have to wear a bracelet on my wrist at all times. But that doesn't change me at all. Just because I have epilepsy doesn't mean that epilepsy has me. And if you just got diagnosed with epilepsy, I'll tell you one thing. You can live with it. Epilepsy does not need to stop you. I'm proud to have epilepsy. It has made me into a stronger person.